Hi, it's Judy. Thank you for watching my video, and I do appreciate you reading the messages, the newsletter that I send out. My commitment to you is to send out a newsletter on a regular basis, and that is primarily because the world is changing so rapidly that it's really important that we stay grounded and balanced in our life. And for some, the energy is so intense that it's going to feel like the waves are up and down, and you don't know what to do. And for some, it's going to be very peaceful. I would say the majority is going to feel the waves, and that is because you're healing, just like we all are. Okay. So with that, I hope that's okay with you. If you do not want a newsletter, and I do hope to do it every week, on a rare occasion, it could be twice a week, but just if you're not interested in that, feel free to email me back and let me know that. And like I said, I really do appreciate it. I want to tell you how successful the world mission. There's two ways to participate. The way I sent you a message last week from a dear friend, Jill Marie, who's a colleague also, and she is the one that has been housing the crystals and put it all together. This is a mission from straight from the Creator God. So it's something, if you feel called to do, please join us. As I said, there's two ways you can join. I have now ordered three of these. This one came to me as a gift because I signed up for the three channeled messages. And with that, I did receive this as a bonus. Now, the other two I purchased because that's the cost is 222, and that's what you're getting, all these channeled messages now. But it's because we really feel the Creator, God says, get 333 out into the world. So if you can imagine that around our planet are crystal grids, and there are connections at every sector of the grid. And so what happens when you're wearing one of these, or you're within 70 miles, you're receiving at least 70 miles, you're receiving the gifts from it. So it literally goes up to the grids where there is the purest energy of the Creator and all of the master light beings, the angels. It's all their energy forming all this around the planet. And it activates it, it hits it, right? The crystals, these have been programmed by God with God codes in it. This is how powerful it is. And if you know anything about Greg Braden or have watched him, he talks about this kind of stuff. Okay. And this is a different mission, but he's very much aware of it. So he would be one, Carolyn Mace would be one that would understand the bigger picture. All right. So then what happens? It literally rains down this purest vibrational love. And that goes out to around a 70-mile radius. Sometimes it could be more than that. So if you're in that area, you're getting a blessing. Okay. And then you say, well, how am I going to know it? Well, I can tell you, being a keeper of the crystals, I've had my first set. I got it, the complete set in December. It just makes a difference. Your energy's lighter. It's easier to stay at a lighter vibration, a higher vibration. And all those things matter in this great awakening that we're in. Okay. So with that, that's why one thing, this is important. Okay. It is helping millions of people. You may know someone that lives in another part of the world and they might be interested in this. Please let me know. And I can get them, well, we can send them the link and they can sign up. The ones that are housed in the United States have all been sold or they've all been given out as a bonus. So the next group of the 330, there's only 90 left and they are coming. There's a shipment that will be coming in to the United States also from Italy. And that's happening this week. So let me talk about the channel messages. Even if you missed and you knew you were going to miss one of them, two of them, or all three of them, they're all so, give you an example. I listened, it was live on Thursday. I had plans with one of my daughters to go out to dinner. So, I literally had we didn't know to the last minute when it was going to be, right? So, her and I were going out to dinner at 5 p.m. So, I left promptly at 6 and it continued for another 20 minutes. So, I listened to the recording. And plus, even though I listened to God, the creator, I was still watching the clock because I had to go, right? But what I know to be true is because I do a lot of podcast um, and the video podcast from the masters. I've done them with messages, channel messages from God, and also, of course, with the angels. And I know because they tell me this, that when you're listening to a message, whether it's today or 10 years from now, you personally are receiving a gift. It's addressing you. It's talking to you. Now, I don't know how this is. I'm not the creator. I don't, I'm not an angel. I don't, Archangel Michael is the one that does this. I don't know how, but I do know it works. And I also know they all tell me that even as you're listening, you are getting about a 70% telepathic message, 101. So you're hearing the words and now you're getting the custom message. And you're already getting it because you're already feeling like God is talking to you, or any of the angels, because like I said, that's how it works. Now, it just gives you an example. So I listened to that. I this last night I was listening to it to fall asleep. I was listening to God talk. And then it started Michael and Archangel Michael. So I shut it off because I wanted to get to sleep. And first thing this morning, I listened to it, rest of it. I put my earbuds in so I could really hear it. And what I heard was there was a gift from them that was coming specifically for the listener, that is going to be something that's being reactivated for the whole month, 30 days. So you are getting a special healing for the next 30 days. Now that is beautiful. And if you know anything about God and you know anything about the archangels, you know about anything and everybody who is in the seventh higher dimension energy, and or that is coming through at a sixth dimension, very high pristine energy, it's about giving. It's about more advancement. Now I found out that the second speaker, so remember, you can go back and listen to it all that you want. And every time you do, you'll get something new. This is huge, you guys. It's huge. Now, I found out today that Jill Marie knows that God will be the speaker at every one of them, right? We have two more, but then next one is going to be Joshua. I know him by Joshua. He's going to be talking, and also Gaia. Gaia is planet Earth. You probably think like, well, how is the planet going to talk? The planet has a soul. The planet has a higher consciousness. Okay. So it's a big deal. All right. And I've talked to Gaia. I've literally had a conversation, and she does come to you when you ask, and always ask for a symbol, something that is from her. But she does, and she will. And then there's even going to be some other ones in the next one, some other really evolved, very evolved beings, spirit masters to help. Now, the other thing I found out, this is like huge, you guys, huge. During the month, the master teachers, I think it was Archangel Michael, says, let's talk more. Let's talk more. We don't have to just do it once a month. So if you join the group, if you decide to join the group, then, and it's on WhatsApp. And if you don't have WhatsApp, well, I'll send you the link and you can join. I mean, if you're really against joining WhatsApp, I'll figure out a way to get them to you. but there's going to be other ones. It's going to keep the momentum going of this high vibrational energy, and you're part of a huge shift. And I believe I told you that there were in an email that 4,000 timelines have already, those are the timelines that are changing, that are shifting all the way back to the beginning of us, our ancestors, you and I. And it's changing. So that means history, it's all going back. It's all going da 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 da, changing with the shedding of slavery. It is huge. Think about our lives with slavery. Think about people telling us when to talk and what to do and how to do it. And yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am. Or even how institutions, how they are, right? So think about it and all the shame and guilt we've been raised with, that we even shame and guilt our children, right? Not that we want to, but it's programmed. It's all programmed. Everything is a pattern and imprint. So I can't stress enough the importance of this. It's huge. I know I keep saying it's huge, but it's larger than anything. So go to your heart and see if you can do this. Now, there are three ways you can buy into, I was going to say buy this, but you're not buying this. You're getting this as a gift. The focus is on the channel messages. There are three ways to do it. Pay it up front. And Eros, I have a Wise account. It's real easy. You can also do it through PayPal. And then the other way to do it is going to be that you can make then two payments. And then the third way is you pay it, I think it's $74 every month for 3 months. It's more than that because Eros to the US dollars, but it still isn't that much money. And you're getting personal messages. And the most important thing is you are helping in a huge way humanity. This is going to uplift your energy to higher vibration. Okay. The next thing I want to talk about is called the World Team Mission Link. And it's a trigger word, meaning you get it activated. And I've sent something, I believe, about this before as well. And it is doing it every day. And sometimes I forget. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I remember every time. It takes 2 or 3 minutes. It is so easy peasy. And when you do it, just remember Archangel Michael walks with you and takes you through this tunnel of energy right into some place on the map, on our globe. And it's, so imagine, a map, so it's flat and an area. And you, as a multidimensional being, there's aspects of you that will go all over to a certain area. Archangel Michael will walk with you, hold your hand, and take you through it. That all you're doing is holding the energy. And at some point, you raise your hand, and you are receiving. God is literally going within and just bringing forth this huge awakening and healing on the planet in the areas where it's been really pinned down of the slavery energy. We're fortunate in the United States, and look at all of our stuff. We have so much stuff that we've already talked about, and there's certain places in the world that it's very controlling. So with that, thank you very much. I am going to send you either another email with everything written out, or I'm going to send you a link to my Thrive card. It's free to sign up. Of course, it's free. And if I do that, it's because if you sign up, it should take you, and you're already signed up for my email anyway, it should take you to me. And then I send you the link to the to the audio, and you can listen to, I think it's like a 12-minute meditation that will literally walk you through. And then you can have a copy also of the written word. So let me know if you want to participate. God bless you.